I
You
just
sure
don't.
did. I was busy watching stocks today. I bought GameStop a while back and it's jumped up again. But
Is it starting to rise again?
yeah, starting, it's at 250 today.
Are you
Two,
joking me?
240, 240.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
I'm
been jumping
shocked.
the last 4 days. All right, when Mammy launches, we'll have to let me just enable spectators to 4, just in case Shogun and T-Rod don't listen.
You know they're not going to listen.
They always love hijacking and jumping into spec spots. Okay. All right. Are we live on stream here?
We should be. I can actually you can
Let's.
click the link and tell me.
Oh yeah. Let's take a look. Says offline.
What?
Oh, now it's no. It's good. It's good. We're good.
Oh, okay. The voice is coming through.
Double
They should be.
double checking now.
Okay.
Yeah, it
I'm
looks like we're good. All
beautiful.
right. So welcome everybody to the first tournament game of the Tundras tournament. We've got Weed and Nici versus Mammy and Tundar on Frithmir's Palace, I believe.
It is Frithmir's palace.
So what this level is it's kind of a ramped up version of CES. Higher pops, a little bit more action. Same premise though. Landbridge is not on, and it's a decent map, but it definitely is a little campy. So we'll see how the players tend to use that to their advantage or to their surprise by maybe being early aggression instead of camping. So we'll see what happens.
I'm expecting some early aggression, at least from Nici. I don't think he's going to wait too long to get the ball rolling.
True, true. And you know, Tundar is a big cockroach on this map.
Mm.
I just played him yesterday with Bianca. It took literally an hour for us to even make headway, and even at that point, Tundar was coming back and camping his way back to victory. So
You have to be aggressive against Tundar, otherwise he'll be at 199 pop before you know it on this map.
that's right. Yeah, the aggression is the only way to stop him from doing that.
So Tundar, he kind of goes for an expand first strategy, which can kind of leave his ally alone
Oh,
for a while.
okay,
So we'll see if he goes with that again. This is
looks
typical
like they're
strategy.
in now. Let's go ahead and click on Mammy and do spectate game.
All right, good call.
We're still waiting on Nisi to get in because he does take forever.
Oh, did I see him back in the lobby? I'm not sure Nisi made it in.
He can take quite a while, but it does look like he didn't make it. Oh, no, he did. He did make it in. Wait, you need to wait for Nisi. He's slow.
Hopefully they don't launch. My spectating is screwed up.
Yeah, mine too. I'm just closing it out again and trying to redo it.
Okay, it looks a lot better now for me. I think I'm okay. Are you
I'm
PMing
in
one of
as
them?
well.
Okay,
I'm
then we're
in
good.
as well. I'll tell Weed that we're good to go.
All right, first game of the tourney. Hopefully we can get some more in today. That'd be great.
That would be great. All right, and follow the tourney game live.
I am spectating Thunder.
Yes, we are all ready to go. Now, again, Frithmir's Palace, going to be a very interesting matchup. Definitely the favorites here are Weed and Nici, just because of Nici, but Weed is a hard carry, so we'll see if Nici can carry Weed to victory here.
The great thing about this map is it only takes one attack or one mistake, and the game can totally turn around.
Correct, correct.
I mean, your base can be wiped out instantly. So I think everybody's got a good shot, both teams.
All right, and the tournament begins in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So it's a very slow start off. Looks like everybody starts off with 3 wildmen in their grasp. Mammy apparently was not able to get that extra wildman. Tundar only got 1 of the wildmen apparently.
It's alright, he can dismantle from more.
That's correct.
You see the
Nici, of course,
gargoyles
already.
here. Each of
Yep,
the gargoyles give you 1 land bridge, so you can connect with those land bridges to the middle.
That's correct. It looks like Nici is already on his way to harvesting and taking care of building, expanding, already putting up a pretty solid defense. If we look at Weed, he's got a lot of idle Braves just chilling around here. It's very interesting to see.
It is. Looks like everybody's just harvesting, building. That slow start. Some people use the land bridge, save a land bridge, and charge a flatten to expand their base using land bridge. It's a little more effective. Right. I'm expecting Tundar to do that.
Yeah, I think the last game I played with him on, he did that same strategy, so that makes sense.
So, because you could actually save both if you wanted to and just use flattens, but...
That's right. It's interesting. Most of the players not making a Fire Warrior hut right away. Both games I've played, I put a Fire Warrior hut down right away because I just wanted to make sure I'd stop any rushes that were happening. But I do understand. I think it's probably better to just make the huts at first because you're not going to really be pressured early on, and it's better to dismantle.
Here's the thing: you can, because if your opponent wants to, they can use the land bridge and connect directly to you.
It's true.
If they wanted to be ultra aggressive.
Yeah, but the problem is that little tiny spot in between those 2 gargoyles, you can force cast your shaman through, but you cannot send warriors or anything else.
I'm assuming that most people are going to use those land bridges right away, so they can build some more defense, some huts, whatever.
Looks like Weed is already going for that second land bridge. Tundar has used his first land bridge to make some space here.
Yep.
Nici as well. Looks like there might be some peer pressure for everybody to follow suit, but Mammy may be going back to do his own version of a land bridge. He might be nope, he's praying for the other one.
Actually, that's smart. Mammy created the second one first.
Yeah, interesting.
Because someone could, if they wanted to, especially in a tournament game, try to light you or screw you up with your praise there.
Actually, that's really smart. I may take a play out of Mammy's book there when he does it for going forward here.
Yeah, I'm going to remember that one.
And it's good, too, because you know what? If somebody wants to be aggressive and connect with the first land bridge, now Mammy hasn't wasted a land bridge doing that, you know?
Exactly.
All right, looks like everybody except Mammy has chosen to do the first land bridge to expand and make 2 huts, which makes sense. 2 huts is a lot, so...
It is. The act is good defense as well. Throw a couple Fire Warriors in them.
Nici, of course, throwing the Fire Warrior hut plan down now, but dismantling as usual. Looks like he's got a pretty decent supply of trees and a very big base already.
Mammy's going for some heavy defense. Look, he's already got... he's got 5 towers, basically, right now.
Yeah, it looks like, he may be sacrificing the early mana game to give himself a solid defense so he can go back and expand and not have to worry about dying in an attack or something.
Yeah, that is Mammy-like. I will say that.
There's a solid theory here that if you get earthquaked early on, it sets you back a lot, especially if somebody gets an earthquake in that main base of yours here.
Well, Mammy's got his Fire Warrior hut, he's got those towers. There's no way someone's getting in the main base right away.
Absolutely. Mammy is probably the highest defended player race right now. I would not want to attack Mammy if I was attacking.
Nope, Tundar's going to be the prime target. if they go with a double strategy, which on this
Looks
map, you almost have to.
Absolutely. It looks like Tundar is going to the land bridge here. He's going to be doing the land bridge. Don't know if he's going to mess it up or not. Oh,
Well done.
yeah, and then he'll make the flatten, I guess, on the
Yep.
tree.
So, I mean, he
Or
gets
maybe he's
access
got
to 2
another
more
one.
trees. He's probably going to go for the other 2 trees.
Yeah, that's it. So now he's got access to every single tree, which is a big boost in terms of base building and defense.
Absolutely.
To be honest, this map has a decent chunk of trees, a lot more than Cess, so it really helps the gameplay get faster as opposed to that slow-paced Cess.
It is. It's faster. You feel like you can actually build the defense.
It looks like all
sacrificing.
players have done a gentleman's agreement to not connect to the middle and try to get that early land bridge from the gargoyle in the middle. Be interesting to see who decides to try and do that first. Looks like everybody's more content with just dismantling right now.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a slow starter. So I think that plays into more Tundar's team just because he's so good at it. But obviously Nici's going to be very good at it as well.
Agreed.
But I think Weed's going to be slowest. Well, it looks like Nici convinced Weed to make a few towers, a little different than his normal Cess strategy.
Yep, we do remember the last time Nici and Weed played on Cess together. Nici was begging Weed to make a couple towers. Looks like Weed has more towers than Nici at this point.
He does. He does.
Mammy has now filled most of his towers. Looks like he's sent 2 fire warriors to the same tower. Oh, there he goes. He's sending them back.
So. Well, if they don't attack early on, I mean, Tundar's going to get the advantage just because he's got more trees and more land.
Yeah, absolutely. And Tundar made a very smart call connecting to all of those trees early. Nici does not have that advantage, even though Nici is a strong dismantler. He is behind. He's going to be behind eventually in pop growth because of that. I really like Tundar's strategy here with getting all those trees early because like the amount of growth for all those trees coming back every time you harvest them down, like the amount of trees that you can get is just insane.
It is.
Mammy has not gotten those trees. It looks like Weed has not gotten those trees. And yeah, it looks like Tundar is the only player who has that strong advantage right now. We'll see what he does with it.
You know, I don't see anybody with a warrior hut either. This is a map where I think early warriors can really pay off.
Absolutely. You kill the shaman once, and then you can storm those warriors in and destroy that front base. And a lot of people don't realize this, but like the front base actually is a lot of mana. Like especially where Nici is right now. Nici's huts here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 huts. If you can get if you can get even 7 warriors and do 1 warrior a piece, and then just camp the shaman out of that area, you destroyed that whole base.
You really did, and that would be huge. You don't even have to use spells. Oh, here's the first connect.
Yep, and it was a beautiful connect. Make sure Weed and him are connected together.
Weed's got his land bridge yet, so...
Yeah, Mammy decided to make a land bridge. Nope, he flattened.
Okay, he went after some trees too. Not a bad idea. I don't think he's going to be able to get a hut there.
So it looks like Weed is now going to Nici's back base to help Nici get some trees, while Nici goes to the middle. Now, odd strategy here by Nici to not go for the praying of the head here. Maybe he's just worried. Obviously, he's in range of lightning. Probably no point in doing it.
Yeah, I don't think so. It's going to leave you vulnerable, especially with Weed in his base.
Correct. Yeah, he don't want to die. Absolutely. Yep.
But right now, this is Tundar's and Mammy's chance. Because Weed's base is going to be really wide open if they manage to kill Green Shaman.
And for those watching, if I do disappear off the top of the stream for a little bit, it is because my baby has woken up and I do have to take care of the baby. So right now she's sleeping peacefully, but Ice will continue to commentate. We just wanted to make sure we had co-casting ability just in case that were to happen. All right, Mammy looking at a 45 pop. I feel like Nici has at least 60 or 70.
Absolutely, and yeah, I'm sure Tundar and Nici are both at that range. I think Mammy's definitely.
I think Mammy's on pace with Weed.
Yeah,
I think he's probably on pace with Weed here, to be honest.
He is missing a hut base yet, I
Yeah,
believe.
if you take a look at Mammy's base, a lot of his huts are ready to upgrade, and he just does not have the wood out there to upgrade them.
No, it looks like he's running a little low on wood compared to the other players.
Yeah.
All right, with the amount of spells they're building up right now, we could see a devastating attack.
Yeah, one attack on somebody is going to definitely KO a front base, but we're at 10 minutes in. Nothing happened yet. No shaman duels, no battles, just a very chess-like opening of the game where people are just doing their standard opening builds and putting down their base and getting everything set up, but no aggression at all.
You know, I think it's because it has to be because it's a tournament game. You know, everybody's being more cautious than they typically would be on this map.
Let's take a look at the pop graph here. I'm going to pull that up on my end.
Please do.
See what we've got. Very curious.
I think that would give us some insights.
All right, so we've got ourselves Frithmir's Palace here 10 minutes ago. So it looks like as of right now, looks like Tundar is in the lead with pop, but only by 1. Tundar's at 80 pop, Nici's at 78, Weed is at 74, and Mammy at 51. Mammy is the low player here, not very good pop boost here. I don't know what the difference between him and every other player is because everyone else is in the 70s. So he must have done something wrong here.
I think it's those early towers. He sacrificed a lot of wood for those, and then he didn't essentially use them by attacking early. You know?
Yeah, and I'll be honest here, the towers that he made, probably not necessary. Probably could have only done 1 on each hill for now and expanded it later, because at this point, you really, if somebody's attacking your defense that deep in, then you've made a mistake already. Tundar gets the first lightning, but he's dead as well.
I don't know about... I don't like the strategy right now on flattening their hills like that, because if a shaman is camping there, that's going to be awfully annoying.
True. Oh, Mammy probably going to die here.
Oh, he's saved by the fire warriors in the center of the map, bug.
Yeah, that is a frustrating bug. Oh, Nici with a light. Nici charging a light in the beginning of the game? What is this? Using a light in the beginning of the game.
Oh, he's going after Tundar.
Yep, he must see.
I think he knows he's got to hit Tundar. Try to stop his growth a little bit.
Yep.
So.
I mean, at this point, if I was Nici, I would be burning all of the wood that I could in Tundar's middle here, but there's not too much to burn, so really, I guess it wouldn't be as big of a cripple as it could be.
No, not that he's got access to those extra trees in the back of his base. And
Mammy is sending in warriors to Nici. It looks like Weed finally noticed and is going to take care of them. Tundar is dead.
Yeah.
Looks like both of them are coming in for Tundar now. Mammy somewhere. Where is Mammy?
Mammy's...
There he is. He's coming.
Yeah.
This is going to be a pretty devastating attack, although I feel like
Mammy has got to attack right here.
Yeah, he's got to trade. There's no going back here. Looks like Nici just tried to get in for Weed to get in. Nope.
All right.
Mammy going for the trade, I think. Nope. Oh, Mammy's dead.
Oh,
Weed has 2
firestorms.
firestorms. Holy shit.
That is all he gets off.
That is, but now that Mammy is dead, Nici's coming in with the return attack here. This game could be over. It definitely could be over here.
Like I said, stop him.
Yep, Tundar is making land. I don't think he notices now. If he can kill Nici here.
Oh, unfortunately.
Oh, missed light.
Yep.
Nici actually charging lights for this tournament. Looks like, oh, that is not good. Looks like Nici got the extra earthquake off. Okay, so
wasn't too damaging.
No, it destroyed a hut, but it destroyed a lot of troops, but no actually, it destroyed and damaged some huts, but it didn't actually destroy them. Sorry.
Yep. Well, here you can see why Mammy's being so far behind him. Population is really going to hurt. He's got 1 or 2 earthquakes for his expensive spells, while Weed probably had 2 firestorms and 2 earthquakes.
And if we look at that pathfinding that Mammy has done, it has actually hindered him a lot in terms of climbing up the hill.
It really has.
Let's do an update of the pop graph check here, see what happened after that devastating attack on Tundar. Probably not going to be great. Yeah, Tundar went from 100 pop, he's down to 57. Both Weed and Nici got a cool 110 pop apiece. Mammy is now up to 76.
Wow.
All right, Tundar is dead again here. Mammy doing what he can to try and help his ally, but I mean, at this point,
he can't even send troops to help his ally effectively.
No, because the pathfinding is messed up. Yeah.
Well, this is not looking good for Tundar. He's going to be dealing with 2 shamans and some troops.
Yep, and props to Nici here. Nici, most people see Nici as someone who does not use lights early, and now Nici is using them. He is definitely trying to kill these shamans to get in here. Okay. Tundar is doing what he can, but
he is. Nici switch targets. He's actually going to end up going to red, it looks like.
Oh, Tundar's whiffing a couple lights here. Not great for him. Another firestorm from Weed. Looks like Weed's just kind of showing off at this point. If Tundar dies here, this is it. If Tundar gets caught, Weed going around the force cast to get an earthquake off. Will Tundar be able to kill him before the earthquake goes off?
He's got the earthquake selected. Yep.
Yep, he's got it.
That could be a devastating one.
It could be. It was not terrible, but it is. Tundar's entire front base is gone here now at this point.
Tundar can't afford to lose anything, and he's got a lot of troops to deal with in front of his base.
His entire base is gone. His Fire Warrior hut is damaged. Weed now sending in 15 plus Fire Warriors here. Oh, okay. Tundar's got to be careful here. If he dies again, he's in trouble. All right, Mammy now up to 80 pop, but it does look like Weed and Nici probably have spiked. I'll double check again, just refresh the pop.
Certainly Nici has. He's got a little bit of extra land, so.
Yep, Nici is now at 130. Weed is still at 110. Tundar at 54. Mammy at 80. So we've got ourselves a definite problem here in terms of the ability for them to recover. Doesn't look like it's going to happen here.
No, you know, Mammy has to be a lot bigger right now for them to pull off a comeback, and he's just not. He doesn't have warriors either, so it's going to be an awfully tough job. Tundar dying, very unfortunately, by 3 fire warriors, and Weed is about to walk into the base.
Weed cockily saying, "Say good game." Definitely not out of the realm of possibility here. I understand the trash talk. I'll be honest here, you know, Nici may not have been the carry this time around. It looks like it's Weed with those firestorms.
Yeah, Weed's early focus on mana seems to be paying off.
Absolutely.
You know, and that's the risk of waiting so long to connect and start the game.
Yeah, I'll tell you, these players made a decision to not be aggressive, and you know, I don't think it helped in terms of the shaman dueling. I think Mammy's shaman dueling was definitely not on par with Nici, so it was going to be very hard for them to win.
Yes.
If they camped.
Absolutely.
Tundar has missed every light he's aimed. Every single light he shot at Weed has gone miss, except for the one. You know, there's another firestorm.
Oh, there it is.
At this point, Weed is showing off, and Tundar's shaman is dead. It's dead.
Yep.
It's a game. The game is over.
That's definitely game over. I'm sure Nici will be here with the troops follow-up and the shaman.
Nici's not even. He's just coming in from some extra earthquakes. He's just going to kind of finish him off here.
Yeah, there's no coming back from this.
Nope. There's nothing that can be done. Mammy's still chilling at 80 pop, so even if he was able to get the mid back, there's not much that could be done. Devastating earthquakes. Nici coming in to finish off everything with some tornadoes. This game is over. So we saw here the first 10 minutes, absolutely nothing happening. And then in the next 10 minutes, Tundar is gone from 100 pop to dead.
And that's what we kind of thought it would. It doesn't take much in one attack on this map, and you can really blow up your own base.
Well, so here's something. Mammy only has 2 earthquakes, but he is going into Weed's base at this point. He's got the spells. Looks like Weed made a mistake and emptied all his towers and all the fire warriors he had.
His shaman is back, but certainly why you never want to empty your towers.
Oh god. Okay. Looks like Mammy's gonna do something here. Maybe not.
I'm disappointed Mammy didn't use any of his swarms. He had 4 swarms right there.
I think he actually probably could have gotten in there. He could have gotten in deeper.
He really could have.
All right. Yeah. It looks like during that exchange too, Nici decided to switch targets, as Nici does. Decided to stop attacking Tundar and went immediately back to Mammy's base.
Why go when there's a shaman in Tundar's base? Smart.
All right. Final pop check of this game. We're gonna do one more here. Let's take a quick peek here. And okay, so 20 minutes has passed. It looks like Nici's at 144. Weed is at 97. Mammy 59. Tundar 37. Again, Tundar not giving up though. Still has his whole base ready to go. Hasn't given up. Looks like he is now in the middle trying to secure it. Which makes sense because the only way they're going to possibly come back from this is if they can keep the middle and kill the shamans at least 3 or 4 times in a row. And again, at that point, it really still doesn't even matter because you kill the shaman 3 or 4 times and they're just charging up a bunch of extra spells. Next time they get in, they now got all spells to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, they basically snowballed this match. There's not really a chance in hell for recovery.
And even if they could miraculously kill the shaman over and over again, you can actually backdoor on this map as well with flats.
Mammy has fallen. Does look like they were able to cut off Nici though, which is good. Nici will have to use a flat to connect here. He probably will. Looks like he doesn't have one just quite yet.
Yep, that's where the cess part of this map can come into play. You can still cut people off.
And a missed light. Again, Tundar not very good with his lights right now.
No, just hasn't been able to get him to work for him.
Yep. Nici with a well-placed aimed light behind him. Mammy's pathfinding, I believe it's hurting his shaman time to get to the middle. Looks like she keeps walking around.
Depending where you build the huts in the red base, your shaman will kind of snake around the base a little bit before heading out. You almost got to blast out of range to get there.
Yep. Nici now going in to try and finish Tundar here. Looks like we've got Tundar back and spawned. If Tundar can't kill Nici's shaman here, though, this game is over.
It is. I'm looking at Nici's base. He does have a warrior hut now, so he's got plenty of warriors to finish this game should he kill Tundar's shaman.
Tundar's chance to win here. Looks like Tundar doesn't even have a light.
Yeah. Trying to use high ground to his advantage. Mammy going into green. He looks like he's going to get those warriors.
Up.
Oh, and he's using lights. Kind of questionable. He could have just blasted
those warriors. Yeah, he could have. He could have.
Right
I think the worry was that he didn't want Nici's reaction time to send the Braves back.
Right.
Looks like Tundar is keeping Nici at bay. Missed his light though. Looks like that is
another missed light, and that could be the story of the game because shaman battles are truly important in this map.
Yeah, I do believe that. And look at Nici switching targets again. Mammy is now outside of his base, so Nici's deciding to take advantage of that. Mammy's earthquakes on Nici have been pretty solid though.
They have.
And it looks like Mammy sunk himself.
It looks like Mammy sunk himself, might have cut off green as well.
I don't think he meant to sink himself, but I'll tell you what, that's a saving play for him because at this point, it looks like Nici is almost to his base, so when he respawns, he may be able to stop Nici from getting into the deep center.
That's true, a little unintentional brilliance on
Now let's
Mammy's
take a
part.
look where his shaman's walking here. Okay, so she walks down. Okay, it doesn't look like it's too bad, actually.
You will see how effective those 4 towers truly are, though. That hasn't been able to get into the base.
Yeah, it is definitely helping Tundar recover a little bit. If you take a look, Tundar is doing his Tundar thing. He's got the huts repaired and rebuilt already. He's now got a defense. He's trying to steal the middle back again.
Yep.
Nici standing still means he's looking in worldview and trying to figure out what he's going to do. That's
Probably
definitely a
his
thing.
first move is to reconnect his base because it looks like Mammy's warriors are doing some damage, taking
Okay,
out that whole front.
Tundar making a huge mistake there. Don't know what he was doing. He walked up a hill and just apparently stopped watching his shaman and then got lit by weed.
The saving grace is Green doesn't have his warriors here because he's disconnected. So Weed has mana. That's about it.
Well, let's take a look here at the pop graph yet again. Let's take a look and refresh ourselves and see what we've got. We've got Tundars chilling at 49, so he's gone up 9 pop. Nici at 142, Weed at 83, and Mammy at 75. So it looks like Weed has actually dipped in pop. He's not growing.
It's got to be because his fire warrior hut. He's got so many braves training there, creating so many fire warriors. His huts just aren't populating.
And what's interesting is Weed actually... Oh, he is filling his towers now, but...
Yep. That can be an awfully risky play, having your towers unfilled on this map.
At this point, they are trying to get this game back. I called it as over, and I still believe firmly in that, but I am impressed with the resilience that this team is showing here. They just don't want it to end this early.
They are showing great resilience. Tundar's doing his thing.
We've got ourselves a couple of flattens here by Weed. Weed obviously realizing he cannot sustain what he's doing if he keeps training this many Fire Warriors. Weed actually losing lots of pop as well.
He is, so, I mean, the flats are a good move. That'll help him finish this game.
See, now if Mammy attacks here and sends those warriors... Oh, looks like Mammy's going into... Yeah, Mammy should be switching targets and going to Weed here. Obviously, he doesn't know that Weed has lower pop, but... The big thing is here, these players cannot die. Mammy cannot die here. He needs to keep whittling down his pop, but not at the expense of losing his shaman, because you lose all the ground that all the ground that they've recovered here will be destroyed if they die.
It sure will, and Tundar can't recover if he keeps getting attacked.
Actually, I don't even know where Tundar is. Is Tundar dead?
His shaman is walking up his middle.
Okay, and here we go. So Mammy was in the middle of a brave duel with he probably shouldn't have attacked here. Every single bit of ground they just made is now lost. Mammy was up to 90 pop. Now he's down to 79 again because he's just losing all his Fire Warriors. Tundar missing 2 more lights. Looks like a collective agreement has been made between the 2 teams here to go after Mammy.
Certainly has. You know, it's going to be tough to get in his base with all that water in his front and those towers.
Absolutely, yeah.
So
There's no land bridge to fix it.
No, they're going to have to go for a defensive, just try to take down the defense.
Hallelujah, Tundar's first hit light has nailed.
That's big.
Oh, Mammy shift clicked and might have hurt him. Oh, and Weed slips in.
I thought that could be a possibility. That water in front actually acts as good defense.
You know, Weed has the multiple firestorms right now, so the saving grace right there for sure that he slipped and fell, because that could have been devastating. Alright, looks like Tundar's land is back from being damaged, so that's an interesting thing here. Let's see what we've got. Tundar now up to 77, Weed at 99, Mammy still at 82. Mammy has been stuck around 80 the entire time. Again, we see why Mammy's pop never really grows. He sent about 10 Fire Warriors to the middle and just let them die, and so, you know, his pop just continues to decrease.
Exactly. Both Weed and Mammy were in the habit of just kind of wasting their troops. Wow, the Shaman
Right.
battles have really turned around in this game. Now they're favoring Tundar and Mammy.
Absolutely. And Mammy needs to save these earthquakes. He can't be casting earthquakes on stuff like that. It's just...
No, especially if he's got 7 warriors, there's no excuse.
Okay, killed both, but unfortunately they both died too. Alright, it's
So-
at this point we've got... It looks like Mammy needs... When Mammy comes back, he needs to connect.
Oh, his damaged ground disappeared, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
So he's charging to flatten. His land is healed now too. He might be able to get an extra hut or 2 in his base.
Looks like Nici actually really wants to expand a lot more so that he can just get to 199 and really hammer it home. Definitely a smart play here. Tundar
Exactly.
doing the same as usual, making more land and trying to get himself back into the game. That was a really great land bridge on Tundar's part. Looks like he's going to try and do one more here. Maybe not.
Oh, Green's got
If you look...
a bunch of warriors, and so Shaman kills are really gonna matter now because look at all those warriors.
And you know that's how Nici is in every map. He's got those warriors at the ready, and he doesn't mind attacking. Like, he doesn't mind just attacking. If he dies, he dies. But if he wins a Shaman duel, that's it. Like right now, he doesn't care if he dies. But if right here, he killed him, and now that's it. Here
If
come the
Tundar had a
warrior.
lightning there, he had to have casted it. I'm not sure what was going on. He had the height advantage.
Yeah, and I was just about to comment on how well Tundar's base has been reconstructed, and now it looks like at this point, it's all going to be destroyed again. Tundar just kind of sacrificed that. Look at that beautifully built, rebuilt front base, and now it's just dead.
Yep, those warriors are going to eat that up in no time. Now if Tundar Shaman dies with the amount of troops he has in the frontier, it's really going to be over.
It comes down to what Tundar is able to do here.
Oh,
Nici.
Uncharacteristically aggressive, I think. He's usually much more patient in an attack like this.
Yep. But, I mean, he did destroy the entire front base, so that's a thing. Let's take a look at the pop graph again here and see what's going on. I think for the next cast, I'm never going to say it's over until it's over. I mean, at this point.
You can't on a map like this. It's just anything can happen.
And I will have to step away because it looks like we got a hungry baby. But we've got a pop update here. Weed 122, Mammy 88, Tundar 83, Nici
All right, we'll see you soon.
155. I will be right back.
So this is what I was talking about earlier. If you flatten a hill onto your base, it's going to be tough to get to the middle with your Shaman. And now Mammy's experiencing the difficulties associated with that. So, if Weed has a flatten, he can actually go straight to the left here with 2 flattens and almost avoid most of those towers. That might be a good play here because those towers are especially hard to get past if your opponent's using the shift-click technique. And Nici's offering him a little bit of backup as Tundar's occupied. Mammy's base has sort of been protected this whole game, so we'll see what happens here. Nici gets off an effective flat. Weed with an earthquake. But he's dead. Those towers have done a lot of work for Mammy this game. They can definitely be an extremely effective defense on this map. Looks like he got cut off from the earthquake, but he's got 3 flattens, so it shouldn't be an issue. Once you get in this point of the game, it's extremely tough to finish an opponent because of these 2 front hills in their base. It offers really effective defense, and without land bridge to be able to get around it, you're stuck having to push your way through it, and that can be fairly tough. Tundar's base is looking healthier and healthier every time I glance at it. He's got a warrior hut again, which is an absolute necessity on this map. We'll see if he's able to win this shaman duel. And he does get a light to go.
All right, looks like she fell back asleep for a little bit, but the bottle is warming up, so if she wakes up again, she'll be ready to have some food. But now it looks like come back to a very, very open-ended game still.
It is. I was just telling the audience how difficult it is at this stage because of those hills in the front of their base to really finish an opponent once they got a strong defense.
See, the problem here, the only way I can see Tundar and Mammy coming back is if Tundar doesn't die silly deaths like he just did.
Yeah, indeed. Every shaman life is going to have to count, and dying to troops when you get the high ground is not going to be very effective. I wouldn't be surprised if Nici ends up doing a backdoor, because he can bully Tundar in the front with troops while his shaman is in the back.
I absolutely foresee that being a thing. I think Nici at this point has all spells, so I think he's just kind of assessing the situation and waiting for somebody to do something where he then goes and makes the counterplay.
Indeed, his pop is obviously quite large. So he's at this point he's going to be wasting mana pretty quick if he doesn't start using spells.
At this point, though, it looks like this is the final duel that's going to decide everything. If Nici kills Tundar's Shaman here. Oh, a beautiful flat. Tundar missing both his lights again. He does kill the Shaman, finally.
It's the third one to go. Oh, Tundar he doesn't have much of a path outside of his base now. I guess he has the left-hand side there.
And that is, this is a big one.
Yep, I expect Weed to have 2 firestorms.
I expect Weed to have all spells, and it looks like at this point there's really nothing Tundar can do about this.
Nope.
Although, what a waste of a firestorm. I mean,
if you had one swarm,
oh, here he goes.
This usually means Weed has full. Okay.
Yeah, this is true. He's gonna. Okay. I thought he was gonna miss it. All right, and again, it looks like it was the inevitable. Will Tundar's men survive the lava flow here? That is the big question.
I think they will.
Oh, he lost a decent chunk over to those ones running, but yeah, he's still got a decent. Yeah, he's lost his fire warrior hut though at this point.
And his warrior hut's damaged without troops.
Yep.
He's going to be a sitting duck. He's got to stay right inside of his base.
Again, Mammy really has only been able to earthquake the front of Weed's base, and that's it. Definitely looks like he's going after Mammy in the back door through Weed, sacrificing his own ally, I guess. Although if I was allied to Weed, I would backdoor from Weed too, just in case things went south.
Exactly. Better his base than mine.
Correct. And at this point, it doesn't look like Mammy has the map control to even do anything to help Tundar recover, let alone handle this backdoor.
You know what?
So.
Mammy has, like you mentioned, used a lot of earthquakes in the front when a few tornadoes could have done a lot more damage effectively.
Correct. And just saving those earthquakes and starting to charge up those big spells so that if Mammy does get a chance to go through, he would be able to truly do some damage.
Exactly. This map's about waiting for your opportunities, so you gotta have the spells ready when that opportunity arises.
Correct. You don't want to kill the Shaman and then only have 2 earthquakes because you've been spamming them on their defense the past 5-6 minutes instead of charging up 2 firestorms.
Exactly.
And that's the game. Nici just landed an amazing aimed light onto Mammy.
The opposite of what I think he wanted.
Well, you think he's gonna just
Quite
There's nothing wrong with that.
impatient. There isn't, but he's certainly been impatient this game. But nonetheless, they're going to win it, so.
Yep, I definitely think that this game is going to team Nici and Weed. Tundar really not able to do anything except kind of sit there and exist. At the meantime, we've got Weed going to the front and Nici going to the back, and this is the end of the game here.
It is.
Both are without Fire Warrior huts. Weed is now.
Oh.
Weed casted another volcano. Looks like they're just showing off at this point.
Yep, this game is certainly over.
Yep.
I kind of expected Tundar to be the first one to go, but it looks like it's going to be Mammy.
Yep. Being attacked from all sides at this point makes it pretty hard for Mammy to avoid destruction here.
Indeed.
Tundar just dying to Fire Warriors. Oh, and the game is over. They have both quit.
Mammy's still in the game. Tundar has quit.
Tundar has quit. Okay.
So, I can't blame him in this situation. I think the game is obviously over. So, Tundar, you played a great game.
It would have been nice for Tundar to say GG, but maybe he was upset about the outcome of the game. I think he did not expect it.
Yeah, it's a tournament game, so emotions can run high.
Absolutely.
And just being down early in the game like that can be very frustrating as well. So
yeah, this is a level where snowballing absolutely is the thing. You know, I mean, they played it safe. They tried very hard to get high pop, but the minute Tundar's base dropped to 50 pop, there really wasn't much they could do. They tried to hold the middle, and they kept dying to Shaman duels. Like I said, Mammy and Tundar needed to hold the middle for at least 5 minutes and kill Shamans multiple times while staying alive in order to start really putting the reverse pressure on, and they just could not do it.
Yeah, exactly, and that is a tough task to begin with.
Yeah, especially versus Nici Shaman.
Exactly.
But Nici definitely played this a lot differently than I've seen him play other matches, especially charging the early lights and using them. You know, Nici will have 4 lights, and he won't even use them. He'll just sit there and duel your Shaman with Blast when he's got 4 lights at his disposal. And it works for him, but I'll tell you, that watching him actually use the lights was shocking.
It really was. So he was holding nothing back this game. All right, and that's it.
42 minutes. Looks like it was kind of over around 20 minutes in, but they did manage to last until that time. So well played to everyone. Definitely a good game.
Congratulations to Weed and Nici on winning the first game.
Tundar claims he lagged out, but I'll be honest. It was pretty much over. You know, I would have to say.
Yep, I would say GG. At that point, Mammy had 2 volcanoes in his base. Unfortunate that he lagged out, but that does explain why he didn't. I didn't expect him to quit. So, once again, congrats, Wade and Nici. We'll end the broadcast here. Fantastic start to the tournament.
Absolutely.